All right, well, this building was dedicated in 1906, and since that time it had many years of minimum maintenance just to try to keep the taxes down. But it came to the point that while we had an opportunity, and we had the new Justice Center coming in, to upgrade this and renovate it. So we completely redid the HVAC system, the new plumbing system. We maintained the old pressed tin ceiling.
Just beautiful.
We added the chandeliers. There was a glass partition here that we put in through the years for the judges area, and we took that out just so we could maintain the integrity. And you can see the arching of the old walls back there. We also put in a real efficient air exchange system because of COVID.
Oh, sure.
So we have continual air refreshment throughout the building.
So is fresh air in here.
Fresh air in here. And then we redid the painting, we did the woodwork, and in the courtroom especially, we did a lot of renovation. This was the original courtroom.
Oh, yes, this looks much different.
Yes. Yes, the judge's bench was up here, so we removed that platform where the judge's bench was. And then we designed this for the commissioners so we could have kind of a, we communicate with each other. This was the commissioner's table down in the old commissioner's room. And it was what is the county clerk's office now. And it was a very small room. So since everything's digital now, the old law library remains in here, and it's more for historic purposes than anything. We wanted to maintain the court railing, and originally the judge sat down on this end, when I remember it, and then they changed up here, so we decided that this would make a good we didn't have room for the public downstairs, and this would make a good room for it.
Right, so lots of room to come in during your meetings
Yes.
and voice opinions and ask questions,
Yes.
right?
We put on all new LED lighting throughout the building. So the upgrades to this building, the renovation to it, is about $1,850,000 to do this.
Wow.
And to do that, we tried to use tax credits and other means that would not be property tax.
Right.
So we've tried to maintain that.
Right. Yes, yeah, I remember. This is where I sat on a jury.
Yes, the jury box was here, and some of the jury chairs, we maintained some of them and just had them spaced around.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I remember those chairs.
Yep.
I've sat in those before.
This was all built in. We had that taken out, and like I say, the real reason we did that is so we could show how these arches were in the original building.
So what year was this building built?
1906. 1906.
1906.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. So was it one of the first buildings here in Colby?
No, it came, the first buildings in Colby would have been about 1885. Some of them would have been here as early as 1879, but very few. And so 1885 was really through 1887 was the settlement period. And that's when there were a lot of buildings in Colby. So this building came in actually after Colby had started up as a city.
Right.
Then this was where the judge's office was. We use that for our executive sessions now.
Sure.
It's just, and then I mentioned the fresh air system, and in each of the areas we have these huge columns, and that's where there's big venting system in there, and it goes up into the attic and just provides this constant circulation.
Right.
I wish that we had the ability to use the old fireplaces. That's one of the unique features of the building.
How many fireplaces are in this building?
Each of the offices has a fireplace. So there'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe there's 6.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
So at one time they were functioning, of
Oh,
course.
yes, absolutely. Yep. Before my time, but they were functioning.
Right?
That was where Judge Ress's office was over there. Then the only relocation of offices we've done with this renovation, we moved the Register of Deeds up here to give her more room. This was originally the Clerk of the District Court's office.
Right.
So she has now we tore out some walls in there in the old attorney conference rooms. That's all her workspace back there.
Nice.
And then here's something that's unique. We're invading you,
Hi.
and you won't be able to see very much. But originally, the circuit judge would come in on the train, and they would stay up here. You can still see some of the railings up there.
Right.
There was a stairway that came down here. It was platformed here and off, but it would be too intrusive to put that in to meet all of the new requirements on spacing and everything. So we just left that. So at certain, we need to put some lighting up there so people
Right.
can kind of see that. But you can still see some of the railings. That's where the circuit judge would come and stay. And we can go down and we had all new carpeting put in, new window blinds put in, all new restroom facilities put in. This is the county clerk's office.
Hi.
We're going to invade in here.
You feel free. We just been kind of rearranging, so you guys come out
Good.
at a good time.
Good.
How are you?
Okay, this is the clerk's private office. This was where the commission met. That table that sits up there now was across here, and you see we had very little room for the public to come in.
Right.
And when we redesigned, some of them wanted to show some of the old brickwork because that was all kiln here in Colby. And so there are a couple areas that they left that show that, the old brickwork.
I love the old brickwork.
Yeah, I do too. It looks neat. And the only thing we've really done in the treasurer's office is that there was a room back there that was used for storage. That's now the treasurer's private office.
Nice.
Good morning.
Morning, girls. Definitely moving that made it more spacious in here for them.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And one of the things we wanted to do, we raised the ceilings so that the old transoms could be shown. They were all covered up by the prior ceiling.
Uh-huh.
And then we use one room down here for the city's municipal court.
Okay, sure.
So, and then they, when they have court, they meet up in the old courtroom. And so all the county courts are over there, the city court's over here.
It looks fabulous. Like it really has updated, especially, I mean, if you've been in here in the past, you can see,
Oh, yeah.
the difference and the updates but yet still the integrity of the old building
Right.
was saved.
Yeah, the woodwork and the ceiling, we tried to replicate the upstairs. This is all new, but we wanted to put in to show how it looked at one time.
Right, because the woodwork on this is beautiful.
Yes.
I mean,
It really is.
where else can you go and see this original, that
Yeah.
old, beautiful, well taken care of?
That's right.
And that was one thing I think I was worried about personally, was just we get the new courthouse, that this wasn't going to be,
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
Yeah.
where it wasn't going to be taken care of, or you wouldn't be able to see all
Right.
all the cool
and
stuff
we
about
thought
this.
that was important, that, you know, we still have the county clerk, the treasurer, the register of deeds, the appraiser, and the county road and bridge department, and the commissioners in this building. Everything court-oriented is all over there now, with the exception of one room in the basement that we've let the Smoky Hill Counseling use to work with the justice system and counseling people that need it. And one of the features that people notice most is we put all new windows in.
Right. Yes, you could definitely see the new windows, and it actually, I think it dresses up the building.
Oh, it does.
You know,
It
with the
really
black frames around it, you can definitely. I think it just adds to it
does. It
completely.
really does.
So, how many years do you know? How many years it took to build this building?
I do not, to be quite honest. My guess is about 2 years, as opposed to this new building, which you know, on the front of this new building, you'll notice that it says 2019. That was our projected
Right.
finish date.
Right.
We didn't quite meet that.